Right, so I have three setups I essentially would cycle through depending on this kind of situation. So I'll just quickly show you them first, and I'll go and showcase them because easiest thing to do. Everyone wants to see what it is. So mobbing, this is just your standard big ring around you. So if there's a whole cluster of enemies or you're farming certain things, you'll be using this purely just for like the one in Echo Swamp when most people are farming gold and stuff like that, or trying to get code breakers. Just quick clear enemies so you can hit more than 5 or 6, whatever the hell high voltage can hit. It's consistent, it's good. You don't have to change much from the other builds, but these are pretty much like end game builds anyway. Efficiency 1, you'll basically never run out of sprint. It's not 100% perfect, so my reactor's absolute dog crap. For some reason, I just can't ever get a good bunny one, so I just don't bother because you just don't need to. It's more than good enough. It's over the top good intensive farming, as we all know bunny is. But that's an efficient one if you're looking to just be able to sprint everywhere and never really run out of sprint at all, and you do way more than enough damage than you'll ever need. And this one, yes, you'll run out of sprint, but you will hit. Like I think on the enemies that don't have a lot of electric resistance, I hit around 2 point something mil a crit. So it's really fucking good, and I can get it easily slightly higher through just getting a better reactor. So those are the builds. So feel free to copy any of those that you want. In my opinion, I just use the max damage. Like, yeah, I run out of my sprint a lot, but at the same time, I'm like few shot in the end bosses in invasions and everything. Out in the open world, when you're farming missions, you one shot pretty much every elite. It's a stupid amount of damage. But that's sort of the three setups I'm using, and then externals. Obviously, you probably most people are using this on the Slayer set. It's used on God knows how many of my other characters as well. So in terms of being efficient with it, you would want all your MPs and stuff. So perfect on the Slayer, on the auxiliary, would be max HP gold and then max MP out of combat gold. On this one, the best one would be max MP, and I think it's in combat that it has. I don't have one, but I'm pretty sure it's in combat. But I said you don't necessarily need it. And on here, MP recovery defense is really good. Bottom one has not a lot useful on it, so just get anything, shields, whatever the hell you like. But a lot of the times I'm not even using this set because as I said, I don't use the efficient one, so I am going to be running out of sprint anyway, so I'm like, fuck it, I don't care about my MP. And I've just got like my farming set that I use just to get more gold, pick up items from a little bit further distance, more Cupia drops, and on this one, consumables. I pretty much always run consumables no matter what, so I don't even use the max MP just because code breakers gives you way more code breakers, gives you way more of the elite drops if they're like really annoying to get half the time. So externals are very situational. You don't really need to deep them too much. As I said, my reactor's really shit. Whenever there's an option to farm bunny, I never seem to ever get a good one. This is the best one I've ever had, so it's just been there. The ideal substats that you would like are probably, if you're on really want an efficient thing, maybe skill cost and probably either singular boost, whatever it's called, or electric skill power boost, whatever the hell it is. Those are easily going to be the better ones, but my perfect one, in my opinion, would probably be the singular power boost at the subs on one of the substats, and either crit hit damage or the electric boost. That's my perfect reactor in my opinion, but as I said, don't deep it too much. It's not that deep. So I'll probably just go and showcase it. So I'll go showcase the max damage. We'll do it in the same dungeon so you can see the difference within damage levels. And then you'll be able to see the efficient. Mobbing 1, don't necessarily need to show you that, you've seen it. Everyone's used to use that until high voltage became like the bunny meta. So I'll just do it in Biolab. Because we all know it's not a bad one to run. Let's do it on public, I guess. Doesn't really matter. You'll see the numbers. So these enemies aren't that resistant to electric at all. So this is the ones where we're going to be hitting around 2 mil, something like that. If I remember the number correctly. There we go. I was about to go in solo then, but never mind. We actually found the game. But as I said, this is the one that I use mainly, just because I like to see the big ass damage numbers. That's just my opinion. It's not really that deep. As I said, let me just pop on this in case I get any thingies.
Commence mission to recapture the bioexperiment lab.
Oops. Meant to jump there, but I didn't. So as soon as I get my bloody bar at the bottom filled up a bit more. Obviously the max HP, MP, would help massively. But as I said, I don't really care about infinite sprint. I'd rather just max out the damage, because either way, if my teammate runs for the dungeon quick, I'm going to be in the boss fight with them, so I don't necessarily care. Even though this is not an efficient bunny at all, see there's a bit of 2 mil there now that my bar is actually charged. It still does a shitload of damage. Move. Because even though I'm not even sprinting at all, really, the teammates aren't catching me. So they clearly ain't using like the efficient bunny either, I don't think. But it's just, damage is insane. You hit 2 mil every time if you got a maxed out bottom bar. It's quite easy to maintain. So it just helps kill the bosses at the end quicker, which is why I prefer doing the max damage. Like, yes, you feel sluggish half the time, but who cares? It's like you're running around with the Thunder Cage anyway. And your bar fills up pretty quick when you're out of combat. So we just vibe, and then we'll run through with the efficient one, so you'll see that I basically will just never run out of sprint, but I do not as much damage, but it's still way more than enough. Like, this is overkill. This damage is really overkill. Alright, let's just max out this bar so we can just do as much damage as possible. There we go. Like, we're hitting 2 min on this boss when we get our big crits. Like, it's just so good. Lovely. And yes, I really like using long distance grapple because I can literally just do that little pirouette around a lot of bosses, which is easily why I use it, because I'm not really a fan of mid-air.
Mission complete. Good job, Descendant.
As you can see, it's stupid damage, way more than you'll ever need. I'm hitting a shitload of damage, but we will switch and go and use the efficient one just so you can see. It's less damage, but you never run out of sprint. And if you do, it's only because you got really unlucky. So I'll smack it on. And then we'll just do that exact same mission. I suppose I'll showcase the mobbing one as well. We'll go to like Bunny Road, but it doesn't necessarily matter. You've seen it before. Yeah, 250. Don't really care about the amorphoses. I literally have everything done. And in terms of like catalysts, that's the I'm literally just popping on doing the invasions at the moment and rotating catalysts. So as soon as that Freyna drops, I can max her out. I've already got like almost 30 catalysts ready to go. I'm not really interested in building any other character up. I've done quite a few of them.
Commence mission to recapture
The other ones don't necessarily appeal to me. I could finish off my Glay, but I don't really enjoy Glay. Something about the playstyle, it's not me. I much prefer to use what's his name? Enzo in boss fights. Like he's just my goat. So it's less damage. I'm hitting 1.4, 1.5, maybe. Yeah, almost 1.5. So you're looking at a 500k difference. So if I have max MP on, then obviously I wouldn't really run out of sprint, but you just gotta hope you get some of the like blue drops. And then you're laughing. Wow. Okay, game. Jump, thank you. I jumped back. As you can see, it roughly feels the same. You're just a bit quicker at going through things. But as I said, at the end, you don't hit as hard on the bosses. You're looking at a 500,000 DPS difference. Which isn't that bad, because most enemies do not have nowhere near 500k, let alone when you're hitting 1.5 mil. But I just like hitting 2 mil. I eventually will find that good ass reactor just to increase it further, maybe get up to the 2.2. I think my mate's got a better reactor than me and he hits like 2.1. As long as you're just finding those little MP balls, little squares, you pretty much never run out of sprint. And bear in mind, I'm missing quite a bit of MP on this, because I am using that consumable drop over my max MP. So ideally if you get a consumable drop with max MP, you're laughing, but for MP wise, the perfect one is in combat MP and max MP on the sensor. So the only thing that stopped me then was a box. And I'll just pre-shoot the boss real quickly so I can see the damage. It might be quicker, it depends on the teammates as well. So that was the VS ult, that big chunk then. But this is precisely why I prefer the max damage, just because this boss would absolutely get battered on that one. Because an extra 500k per crit is a lot when you deep it.
Mission complete. Good job, Descendants.
That one was arguably slower, as I said. Like, it doesn't matter how efficient you get to the boss. If the boss is going to take the piss, then it's going to add time. So yeah, those are the builds. I'll show you the mobbing, but you don't really. You've seen it. Everyone's fucking done it before. But I might as well just showcase it. Yeah, man. Echo Swamp. Let's go do a quick bunny road route. So you'll see that it's literally more than you'll ever need. It's purely situational in terms of the big cluster of enemies. So Bunny Cave, this, what else? Certain invasions, to be fair.
No chance.
Like, you know, the weapon farming one for the weapon efficiency. Let's do a quick run for the full run. You pretty much you have 100% uptime no matter what. Like, you're literally just laughing. I just want to go check that purple drop, just in case it was actually something. Just never know. But, as I said, it's stupidly good. So, feel free to copy, and let me know anything in the comments that could probably increase anything, but it's pretty much up there, endgame, you don't really need any more. Oh. Skill cooldown and singular, and it's on a piercing light, sadly. One day I'll get that fucking reactor that I want. So yeah, hopefully it helps, because I'll probably never change my bunny unless she gets new red mods, essentially. It's stupidly good. So, thanks for watching.